Okay, real talk, you guys. So, after you've done all of the hard work, you've saved the money, you've scrimped, you've been frugal, you've looked through probably 100 of potential properties, you got approved, you went through the whole financing process, or worked out a deal with the seller directly, subject to or seller financing, but you go through that whole thing, you've done all of the legwork, and you finally own an investment property. Time to get to work. Yep. So I happen to own a couple investment properties, and the work doesn't stop after you acquire them. In fact, that's probably when the real work starts. And if you're anything like me, you don't have unlimited money. Sometimes you have to get dirty yourself. So here's just kind of what it looks like. I don't know if you saw my previous video walking through, but I have a vacant unit, and it's one that hasn't been turned yet. So you know what that means? Got to get to work. So instead of doing all the things that I normally do, looking for deals, wholesaling, doing my own flips, I'm actively taking time to do this. And is it because my time would be better served doing this or doing the other thing? I don't know. It's hard for me to tell, right? Because I could make calls and I could work all this week and get nowhere with nobody. Or I could get a deal and make $20,000, right? Who knows? But one thing I do know for sure is that if I contract out all this work, the demo, the flooring, the paint, the lights, the kitchen stuff, right? If I sub out all that work and I have contractors do all that work for me, one thing that I do know is that I'm going to be paying them. So I'm going to have money come out of my pocket. So, and you know what? I'm not saying that my levels are contractor grade, not at all. Okay, so let me just wind this all the way back. I'm not a contractor. I may look like one right now, but it's because I've done a bunch of work on my own properties. And I've learned through trial and error and watching a lot of YouTube videos and making mistakes and learning from other people. But basically what I wanted to say is not that I would do contractor level work, but I feel like I can get close enough. And if I'm just doing the labor and paying for the materials, it's pretty affordable. And let me just explain something. I really don't want to do the kitchen cabinets because I've done them once and I really just absolutely loathed that entire experience. Start to finish, the prep was unbearable. The paint, the primer, the first coat, the second coat, it was just absolutely awful. I hated everything about it. Because it's something that people see a lot, right? It's right in their face. It's eye level. So you want to make it look really, really good. And I just sucked at it. No matter what I tried, I sucked at it. So I reached out to a really good friend of mine, right, that I've known for a long time. And I said, hey man, can you give me a quote or an estimate on doing these cabinets? And this is the buddy price, right? It would be way more if I just reached out to any random person. They said basically $1,500. It's him and his girlfriend. $1,500. And I looked through the estimate, and the materials cost $120. So basically, I'm paying my buddy $1,200 of labor, and I'm just like, do I hate doing it that much that I'd be willing to lose $1,200? Because the material's the same, right? Maybe they get it for $120, I get it for $150, right? But the difference is my labor is free, theirs isn't, right? So here's my dilemma, right? I really don't want to do it, but I don't like the idea of spending $1,200 on something that I could do. It won't be as good as them because they're actual painters, right? It won't be as good. But is somebody not going to rent the place because the cabinets aren't professionally painted? Well, I've had 2 renters in the place that I've done I've painted the cabinets. I've had 2 people in there so far. Neither of them said anything. I mean, maybe they thought like, oh, that's kind of, crappy. But I mean, they still paid the rent, and they're still, I assume, happy to live there, right? So, you know, and I guess here's the thing you would have to think about, because I'm thinking the same thing. I can't make any money at night. So once it hits like 6 o'clock at night, I really don't want to call anybody after that time, because then you're just in people's dinner, and it's just, you're never going to have a good conversation. So maybe I do the cabinets from 7 to 12 at night. I couldn't have done anything to make any money during that time, other than maybe make some more YouTube videos and then schedule them out or something. But I mean, I'm going to record myself doing those cabinets, so I mean, I guess I'm going to be making a video anyways. So, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying, is it's like, you know, do I want my chill time, or do I want to save $1,200, right? Because, like, you know, I could do it during that time. And even right now, I'm meeting a guy that I know, and he knows how to, he used to be a general contractor, so he knows how to do, we have baseboard heats in this property, and we need to upgrade that to cadet heaters. So I talked him into helping me do that, because I've never done it before. So I'm going to learn how to do it. And I really don't like messing with electrical stuff. Obviously, we're going to test it and make sure everything's super safe. You know, we're going to turn it on, make sure nothing arcs and sparks or anything before we put it back on the wall. All that good stuff. But I mean, this guy's been doing it, I mean, probably 30 plus years, like as old as I am, right? He's like in his 60s. Anyway, so we're going to do that. We're going to upgrade all that stuff, and then, you know, cut holes, mount it, all that good stuff. And then I was planning on painting. So you're going to see videos of all this stuff, and I'm going to be posting, you know, pictures on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. But I just wanted to let you guys know that unless you're already a contractor, unless you're already handy, which I think most real estate investors probably aren't. There's somebody who just happened to be able to get qualified for bank financing and thought it was a good idea and a way to get rich in real estate. Because, you know, that's basically my story. Is I worked really hard, I was able to get qualified, and then I bought a house, and then I was like, oh crap, now I need to fix this thing up. And I feel like that resonates with a lot of people. But I just want to make this video to let you guys know, like, you're going to be painting, you're going to be pulling up carpet, you're going to be doing dump runs, you're going to have to borrow someone's truck if you don't already have one. You're going to be learning electrical, you're going to have a crap ton of tools. And I do have Milwaukee stuff, so everybody's in the comments who's going to say, oh, Ryobi sucks. I got those as a gift, so chill out. And it still works, and I got those in 2019. So, and yes, I'm not a contractor. I don't use them every day. Maybe if I used it every day, you know, it would be better to go get Milwaukee or DeWalt or something like that. But I got them as a gift when I first got my first house from a buddy of mine, and they've worked ever since. So anyways, I'll stop rambling, you guys, but I just want to let you know, after you do all the hard work to get a property, then you have to do the hard work to fix it up. And then once you do that, you have to do the hard work to screen people as well. Because once you buy the property, spend a bunch of money, once you fix it up and spend a bunch of money, then you want to put a tenant in there who's not going to destroy it and pay you. So it's like a lot of hard work, and then eventually 30 years down the road, there'll be a reward. So talk about delayed gratification. Buying rental properties is probably at the top of that list, because there's a lot of work up front before you see any type of real money. Okay, you guys, I'm going to log off here. Thank you guys so much. Please subscribe. Please share this with other people if I'm adding any value. Sorry that I ramble all the time, but I'm hoping that, you know, if I can help one person, teach one person, you know, help them get into real estate, or if they just know they're not that type of guy or gal, maybe stay out of real estate and just stick with like stocks, right? It's way more passive. This is not passive. There's no mailbox money here, you guys. It's a lie. They lied to you. Okay, you guys. Peace.